العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ربنا زدنا علما أجمعين وعلمنا الكتاب آمين. So a few people weren't here on Monday. Is everybody caught up to what we did on Monday? Do we need a review? No? We need a review? So that was what the homework was for, right? So we'll do a little bit of review and then we will jump into the homework. We'll finish up lesson 1, inshallah, and then we will. We'll read the dialogue on lesson 1 because it's a long lesson. But let's start by doing verbs, and then we'll practice with verbs, and then we'll do lesson 1. Everybody have this? The verb column outline worksheets. Get out your verb sheet. What did I give in the email? Kabura and najaha, right? Okay. So let's do kabura and najaha. So what's kabura? It's to be big or to be large. It's in the 4th column of this one. So basically it means to grow old or to grow big. Like you say kabura al-walad, like the boy grew old. Okay? So let's do kabura. Ready? Kabura. Kabura. Kaburu. Okay, how do you write that? Right, so you start out with the verb, right? Kabura, right? And then you have to add the fa'il, which is a waw. Okay, and this is going to become instead of a fatha dhamma. Okay, what else do you have to put? You just put an alif. Kaburu. Okay, yeah, so we said that the second radical, so like if you have something like sami'a, right, sami'a, and then dhahaba, right, just a reminder that the second radical, the second root letter, can be fatha, kasra, or dhamma, right, but the first and the third ones don't change. They don't change, they stay fatha. Okay, so kaburu, kaburat, kaburata. What's they all go kaburna, right? So you take the third radical, and instead of putting a fatha, you put a sukun on it. So then you put kaburna. Okay, kaburna. Say it. Kaburta. Kaburtum. Kaburtuma. Kaburtum. Kaburti. Kaburtuma. Kaburtunna. Kaburtu. Kaburna. Okay, how do you say he grew old or he grew big? Kabura. Okay, she grew big. Kaburat. And I grew big. Kaburtu. Kaburtu. And we grew big. Kaburna. Okay. Let's do najaha. Najaha. What's najaha mean? He succeeded, right? So if you pass an exam or something, you say najaha. Or if you just succeeded anything, you say najaha. 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 Najahu. Najahat. Najahata. Najahna. Najahta. Najahtuma. Najahtum. Najahti. Najahtuma. Najahtunna. Najahtu. Najahna. Okay, how do you say you passed talking to a man? Najahta. Okay, how do you say we passed? All of us. Najahna. How do you say she passed? Najahat. Okay. All right, who wants to do you want me to give him a marker? So, you want a marker? All right. You have a marker. There. Catch it? All right. So how about who thinks they can do all of them by themselves? Yes. Do sabara. It's in the second column. What's sabara? Sabara, he was patient. Sabar, right? So do all 14 for sabara. Second column, the third to the last.
Sabara, sabara, sabaru, sabarat, sabarata, sabarna, sabarta, sabartuma, sabartum, sabarti, sabartuma, sabarna,
Sabar,
sabartumna,
sabartunna.
sabartu, sabarna.
Good. Okay. How about she was patient?
She was in sabarat,
Sabarat. And you all were patient, a group of men.
sabartum,
Good. And I was patient.
sabartu.
Excellent. Who else wants to go? Was it easy, right? Brother Anwar, do you want to do one?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. How about sa'ala? It's in the third column. So sa'ala means he asked. It's very common in reading. Third. The second to last one.
Sa'ala.
Sa'ala. He asked.
Sa'ala.
Mhm.
Sa'ala.
Good.
Sa'alu.
Good.
Sa'alat.
Mhm.
Sa'alatna.
Sa'alata.
Salata.
Good.
Salatna.
Sa'alna.
Sa'alna. Salata.
You asked. Sa'alta.
Sa'alta.
Good.
Sa'altuna.
Tuma.
Sa'altum.
Good.
Sa'alti.
Mhm.
Sa'altuma.
Mhm.
Sa'altuna.
Tunna.
Sa'altunna.
Mhm.
Sa'alna.
Sa'altu.
Sa'altu.
Good.
Sa'alna.
MashaAllah. How do you say they all asked, a group of men?
Sa'alu.
Sa'alu. How about we asked?
We ask. Sa'alna.
Sa'alna. Okay. And I asked?
Sa'altu.
Sa'altu. Okay. So once you do a bunch of these, they become pretty easy. So we're gonna keep doing them every class if you want. Okay. All right. So let's go to lesson 1. We'll just do a quick review, and then we will go into the homework. Actually, let's start the homework, and then we'll review right before. So we'll review as we go. Okay. So we're on page 8. Exercise number 7 was the first one. So the first exercise is number 7. Everybody on page 8? So exercise 7 said تأمل المثالين, ponder the two examples, ثم كون جملا مثلهما من الكلمات الآتية, and then make a sentence like the using the words given. So what's المثال الأول? المثال الأول is the first example. Who wants to read it? Paul. That's one more. No, that's it. Read that one. المثال الأول. So awwal means first. Yeah, but I mean, so we're gonna learn the order numbers. So awwal, thani. But if you want to say one, it's wahid. But if you want to say first, it's awwal. Can you read the example? من Pakistan. Okay, what does that mean? من الهند أنت أم من Pakistan? So we learned the word means what? Or in a question, right? So you use when you're asking a question for one of two things, okay? And the way that you ask is you don't say if you had asked anta min al Hind am in Pakistan, it would be correct, but it would be a little bit awkward. So the more eloquent, the more correct way to say is amin al Hindi anta. Instead of anta min al Hind, you switch it around. Amin al Hindi anta. Okay.
So why is Minal Hindi definite and Minal in Pakistan not definite?
They're both definite because they're both proper nouns. But Pakistan is just definite without the al.
Why it's Pakistan?
Min Pakistana, it's mamnu min as-sarf. So we remember mamnu min as-sarf means it doesn't get a kasra. It only gets a dhamma and a fatha, even when it's majhul. Okay, that's lesson 22, book 1. It's okay. But the point is, is for questions, and you switch around the phrasing or the turn. Read the second example.
I'll read it.
Yes.
Tabibun anta am muhandisun.
Tabibun anta am muhandisun means
Are you a doctor or engineer?
are you a doctor or engineer, right? So instead of you don't say anta muhandisun or anta tabibun, you say you switch it around. Tabibun anta. Okay. First question, Brother Afnan.
Mujtahidun anta am kaslanun.
Mujtahidun anta am kaslanun means
Are you active or are you lazy?
what's mujtahidun?
Hard work.
Hard work. Come on. Yes.
When we first began this class, you had suggested that we read the words in the order, or we translate the words in the order that they are, but it sounds to me like if you were to do that for these sentences with the anta, like towards the middle of the sentence, it wouldn't really make sense
Right.
to read it that way. So
that's So here, for generally, the rule is you read it and then you translate it in order. But in this case, it's more eloquent to say it the other way. Switch it around. Okay. All right. So next question, Brother Najmul.
Min Minasini am hiya am Yabani. Am hiya Yabani, something like that.
Okay. So you're trying to say, is she from China or is she from Japan, right? So if you wanted to say she is from China, how would you say it? Hiya minasini, right? So when you're asking the question, all you have to do is switch around the hiya and the minasini. So you say
Minasini
hiya. Okay, so you just take them and you switch them around. Minasini hiya.
am Yabani.
Or yabani or minal yabani. Okay, so is she from China or is she from Japan? Brother Anwar.
Anta
Are you talking to a man or a woman?
this is Anti
How do you know if you're talking to a man or a woman?
because Anta Tabibatun
What's tabibatun?
doctor
Male or female?
female doctor.
Female, right? So instead of anta, you're gonna say
Anti Tabibatun
switch them around. Switch anti and tabibatun.
Tabibatun
Anti.
Tabibatun Anti
Am.
Mudarrisatun
Mumarrida. What's mumarrida? Nurse. Mumarridatun. Okay, what does that mean?
Are you a doctor, female doctor, or a nurse.
Are you a doctor or a nurse? Good. Sir Alia, next one. What's Nasara? Christians, right? Yeah. And what's Yahud? So you're asking, are they Christians or Jews? Just a Nasara. Hmm? Hmm. Exactly. A Nasara hum am Yahud. Are they Christians or Jews? Sir Tahira, next one.
مسجد هذا مدرسة.
You missed the word.
Oh,
You missed the word or.
sorry. مسجد هذا مدرسة.
A masjidun hada am madrasatun means
Is this a masjid or a school?
or a school. Okay. So Shireen?
Um,
Sorry. Hold on.
Hazar will change too, right?
What?
I mean, Hazar will change the place.
Yeah. A masjidun hada. Okay, go ahead. So you have to say Sayyaratul Mudiri, right? What's Sayyaratul Mudiri mean? Car. Principal's car. So you have to say As-Sayyaratul Mudiri Hadihi Sayyaratul Mudarrisi. So what does that mean? Is this okay? Is this As-Sayyaratul Mudiri Hadihi Am Sayyaratul Mudarrisi? Okay. Everyone's following so far? Not confusing? Okay. Follow next one.
Which one was that?
8. No, 7.
7.
What's mutazawwij?
متزوج.
Anyone know?
I don't know.
Married.
Huh?
Married, right?
Married. Zawj. It's from zawj, like spouse. Mutazawwij means married.
متزوج. أنت
Mhm.
أم أم عزب.
متزوج أنت أم عزب. What's عزب?
I'm married.
Not married.
Bachelor. Are you married or a bachelor? What were you asking?
I was asking, what was I asking? Give me a minute. Forgot now.
Okay, go read the answer for the next one.
Sure, sure. خالتك هن عمتك.
What does that mean?
Are they khalas or
What's خالاتك?
maternal aunts?
Yes, but it's not complete.
Your.
Your. So, right, so there's a ka at the end, so you're talking to you.
Right.
Are they your
Khala or
maternal aunts or
maternal
paternal
aunts
aunts?
and paternal aunts.
Or paternal aunts.
Right.
Brother Najma?
Pakistan huwa
I think it's supposed to be min.
oh
I think
Yeah. So you put a min Pakistan.
min Pakistan huwa min Iran.
see, number 2 also doesn't have mean, so
Yeah. So I think it just implies min.
yeah.
So is he from
Pakistan or Iran?
Iran? Okay. Last one, Brother Najma. Sorry, Brother Anwar.
How would you say he's Pakistani? Is he Pakistani or Iran?
So when you're describing where someone is from, you have to add a with a shadda. This is not the same as my. So you have to say Pakistaniyon. Okay, Hindiyon. Rumiyon. Okay.
Uh, the last one is Abaituka Bari Karibun.
Switch them.
Karibun Baituka
Aqaribun baytuka.
Karibun Baituka Am uh, Baadu
Ba'idun.
Baadun.
What does that mean?
Is your house is far or near?
Is your house far or near? Okay, everyone get that? All right. Next exercise. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية لذو. So what's ذو? What's that? So it says ponder the following sentences with the word ذو in it. So ذو means like owning or having. Okay. So whatever you own or have, it's ذو. If the owner is male and single, it's ذو. What if it's female and single? ذات. ذات. Okay. Okay. What if it's the owner is plural male? ذو. ذو. Okay, it's two vowels, one with a dhamma. And then for the female plural, ذوات. ذوات. Okay. And there's also the same one for duals too. We'll learn that. Okay, so it just says read the sentences. Sir Alia, read the first one. Why are you reading exercise 8? It starts with mudiruna. طويلة. Okay, what does that mean? Our headmaster has what's qama? Oh, yeah. If you have lihya, it means beard. But qama, I think it means height.
Our headmaster has a long beard.
No. His height is
Height is tall. Yeah. So he has tall height.
Tall height.
Well, let me actually double check.
Long beard or
If it says lihya, then it's a beard. Does yours say lihya? Yeah, the other one.
beard. I have also
Lihyatun is beard. Qamatin, yeah. What's tawilatin? Tall, right? Tawilun.
Yeah, Tawilun is tall. Kama is
tall or
height.
long. Tall beard.
Alright, let me look up the word. We'll go to the next one. Sufahil.
هذا دفتر ذو ورق مسطر.
مسطر. هذا الدفتر ذو ورق مسطر. Tough one. What does it mean?
مسطر means I think ruled or line.
Line, right? So
This notebook has line
paper. So waraqin is paper, right? Waraqun is paper, and then musattarun ruled or line. Musattarun. So this also the same root is in mistara. It was a vocab word in book 1. Mistaratun means ruler, right? Something to measure the line with. Musattarun, mistaratun. So this is ruler, and this is line. Okay. So notice that they have the same roots. Sin, ta, ra. Okay, and we're gonna learn how all of these are formed. All right, so Shireen, next one. Ahmed طالب ذو علم وخلق. What does that mean? Ahmad is a student with what's ilm?
Knowledge.
Knowledge, and what's khuluq?
Very
Good manners, right? So Ahmad is a student with uh, ilm and knowledge. Yeah. Yeah. Qama, it means stature, figure, build, or frame. So it's like basically the height of a person. All right. Paul, read the next one.
هذا هذا القميص ذو كم
Kum min.
كم
Mhm.
قصير
Okay.
وذاك ذو كم كم طويل.
Okay. What does that mean? What's qamis?
This is shirt.
This shirt.
Forget what the is.
Dhu means just has.
This shirt has.
What's kum? Sleeve. So what's kum min qasirin? A short sleeve. So this shirt has a short sleeve and
وذاك
I already read it in Arabic. Say it in English. What's dhaka?
is that the same as ذلك?
So that means
ذاك
that.
And that has sleeve.
What's tawil?
Long sleeve.
Has a long sleeve. So it's a. This shirt has a small sleeve and that shirt has a long sleeve. Okay. The other thing is with dhu. Dhu is always mudaf, and then the word that follows it is mudaf ilayhi. So it's going to be in majroor form. So it's always dhu kummin. Okay. Dhu waraqin. Dhu ilmin. What else can I ask?
المسجد
الذي.
المسجد الذي في حينا ذو منارة
واحدة. Okay, what does that mean?
مسجد.
What's الذي? Which? What's في حينا? In what's حينا?
District.
Our district. Hayyun is district or neighborhood. So in our district, the masjid in our neighborhood.
Our district has
What's manara? Minaret, right? Tower. So manaratin wahidatin means one minara, one manara. Okay. Any questions? So this is just with zu. So if you're describing something like different, you're gonna see zatu, zawu, zawatu. Okay. Actually, so then the next exercise is about that. It says اقرأ الأمثلة ثم حول الجملة الآتية مثلها. So read the following examples and change the jumla, the following the sentences like it. So the first one it gave is هذا الطالب ذو خلق means the student has good manners. So now the second one, the ba example, you're gonna say it for a group of men. So instead of هذا, I'm gonna use هؤلاء. Instead of طالب, I'm gonna say طلاب. And instead of ذو, I'm gonna say ذو. And خلق stays the same. So these students have good manners. ذو خلق. So the next one, the jim one, is feminine. So I'm going to say هذه الطالبة ذات خلق. So I have to change everything about the sentence that is مناسب. And the last one is for group of females. هؤلاء الطالبات ذوات خلق. Okay. Who is next? Did you already go? No. Brother Anwar went, right? No, Brother Afnan went. Brother Nazmur, read the first one.
From the Haza, right?
Yeah.
هذا هذا الرجل ذو مال كثيرا
كثيرين.
كثيرا.
What does that mean?
This man has.
What's mal?
Malin
Wealth, right? Mal.
lots of wealth.
Lots of wealth. So another way you can say this is just what? Huwa ghaniyun, right? If you wanted to say someone is rich, you can just say هذا الرجل غني. But this is showing you another way of saying it. This person has a lot of wealth, so you use the word ذو. Okay. هذا الرجل ذو مال كثير. How do you make it for a group of men?
هؤلاء
Brother Najmul.
هؤلاء
Mhm.
رجال
الرجال.
الرجال
You don't say رجال.
رجال
Mhm.
رجال
ذو.
ذو ما
You don't change the mal. You don't change with the object.
مال
Malin كثير. That's it. So these men have
lots of wealth.
lots of wealth. Okay, keep going. Do it for a female.
Okay, so we use that pattern.
So instead of saying this man has lots of wealth, you have to say this woman has lots of wealth.
هذه
Mm-hmm.
الامرأة
Al-mar'atu.
المرأة
So al-mar'atu is alif lam mim mar'atu. So هذه المرأة.
زوات
Instead of ذو, you say
زوات زوت ذات
ذات.
ذات مال كثير.
Okay, last one. These women have lots of wealth.
Is that هؤلاء؟
هؤلاء. هؤلاء is both for plural men and plural women.
هؤلاء النساء
النساء, good. So what do you use?
زوات
ذوات.
مال كثير.
Excellent. Okay. All right, we come to inna and la'alla on the next page. So what's inna mean? Indeed, right? It's a particle of emphasizing or emphasis. What's la'alla?
لعلهم
La'alla means what? I hope or maybe, I'm afraid. So it's basically to express fear or hope or uncertainty or like hopefulness, right? Or doubt. Or just basically it means maybe. Okay. So what happens with these particles is that they make the word that comes after it what? Mansoob, right? So if I'm saying Allah, indeed Allah. So instead of saying Allahu, I'm going to say Inna Allaha. Okay. And then like if I want to say Alimun is all knowing, so I can just write Alimun. Okay. So whatever happens, the ism becomes mansoob, and then the khabar stays the same. Okay. And this also goes for la'alla. What were some other words that we learned that are sisters of inna? Anna, which means that. What else? Ka'anna means as if. What else? Lakinna means but. Li'anna means because. Okay. So all of these, they're going to be used in different places for different functions, but they're all going to make the noun that comes after it mansoob, and they're going to leave the khabar. Okay. So this says number 10, أدخل لعل على الجملة الآتية علما بأن لعل من أخوات إن. Put لعل in the following sentences, knowing that لعل is a sister of إن. Hmm? Jumla what? Jumla means sentence. What are you saying?
Anna, Kana, like they all mean the same thing.
No. كأن means as if. لكن means but. And لأن means because.
Because.
All right. So first example, brother Anwar. So huwa bi khairun is what? Means
لعله بخير.
la'allahu bi khair, right? So you don't say la'alla huwa. If it's a pronoun, you just shorten the pronoun into the short attachable version.
Hope you are good.
I hope, not you,
I hope you are good.
not you. What's huwa? He. I hope he is
He is good.
good. Okay. Mr. Ali, next one. So what is the pronoun? Hum. لعلهم بخير. I hope that they are good. Okay. So Shireen. Mhm. لعلها. So instead you for here, the attachable form is ha. لعلها بخير. I hope she is well. So Tara. لعلهن بخير. لعلهن بخير. I hope they are well. Okay. Paul. 5. It's for Anta. Number 5.
You gotta go off of this thing, right?
No. So just you say that أنت بخير and then put لعل in front of it.
لعل أنت بخير.
So what's the attachable form of أنت?
Use
How do you say your house?
بيت
بيتو.
بيتو
Ka.
بيتك.
So that ka you just put it in front of لعل or after لعل. So لعلك
لعلك
بخير.
بخير.
Okay, I hope you are well. Okay, brother Afnan. لعلكم بخير. Brother Nazmur.
لعل أنت بخير لعلك
لعلك. I hope you female are good. Brother Anwar.
لعلنا أنا خير.
No, أنتن. Do it for أنتن. لعل
لعل
كنا.
كنا خير.
So yeah, you have to review the pronouns as well. Sir Aulia, next one. أنا ناجح. What's أنا ناجح? What's أنا ناجح means? I am successful, right? It's from najaha, which means he was successful. So this is the ism fa'il, which is someone who is successful. So how do I say I hope I'm successful? Yeah. So what's the attachable pronoun for I? لعلي. So yeah. So you say لعلي. لعلي ناجح. Okay.
why not love to
It's not a verb like that. That's only if you are conjugating it. So you would say نجحت. You could say لعل لعلي نجحت. Maybe. Yeah. It doesn't sound very good. But yeah. But so the ism fa'il is something that's actually very important. So it's gonna come up for you can make ism fa'il for any 3-letter root verb. So najihun. Okay. So this is called ism fa'il. Okay. Fa'il. And basically it changes the verb into a noun. Okay, that's why it's called ism. So najaha is he succeeded. Najihun is someone who succeeded. Okay? So the pattern is fa'ilun. 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 So after the first fa kalima, you put an alif. The ain kalima gets a kasra, and then the lam has 2 dhammas. Okay. So if I wanted to say, um, So shariba, right? No. Actually, let's do a different one. Rasaba is another one that you have. I don't think we've done it. But it means he failed. Okay. How do I say the person who failed? How do I make it ism fa'il? Rasibun. So all I do is I take the same pattern and I just apply it. So rasibun. Okay. Fa'ilun.
If we do the same thing for kabura, it becomes kabirun.
No, it becomes kabir. Kabir. What's another verb that's good for this? Yeah, okay. Khalaqa is he what? Created. So make it ism fa'il. Khaliqun, right? Allah is in the Quran. Allah khaliqa kulla shay. Khaliqun. Okay. What about oh. Talaba means in the first column. It means he seeked, or he sought. Okay. So make it ism fa'il. Talibun. So the word talibun comes from talaba, to seek. So someone who is seeking knowledge, we call that a student or talib. Okay? All right, let's finish this. Number 10, who was next? Brother, sister, no, sorry, went to Shireen. Number 10, نحن ناجحون. What's نحن ناجحون? We are ناجحون, what's that mean? Successful, right? So all you do is to make an ism fa'il plural, you just add an una, right? This is the simplest way to make something plural, is to add una. Tara najihun is from najih. So how do you say I hope we are successful? لعلنا ناجحون. So I hope that we are successful. لعلنا ناجحون. Okay, so Tahira?
المدير في غرفته لعل المدير
لعل المدير. And mudir is the ism, so it becomes mansoob. لعل المدير.
في غرفته.
I hope
that the principal
is in his room. Okay, let's do the last one. What's al-ikhtibar? What's ikhtibar mean?
Examination.
Exam, right? Ikhtibar. And sahlun? Easy. So the test is easy. So I hope the test is easy. لعل الاختبار منصوب سهل. لعل الاختبار. Where?
number 7 and number 8.
No, that's a different form. Yeah.
What did you say about he failed?
Rasaba is he failed, so the person who failed is rasib.
So if you wanted to say nahnu rasabuna.
Rasibuna. So all you do is take rasib and you add in una.
So in that case, it will be I'm afraid he failed, right? Not I.
I'm afraid we failed.
We failed.
We have 5 minutes left. I think we'll wait until Friday to finish lesson 1. I don't want to start a new thing, but I also don't want to. Yeah, okay, we'll take a break from homework. So inshallah on Friday we'll do the end of lesson 1. Huh?
Friday.
Oh, is that this Friday?
Friday is
After Maghrib. Again. I'll see. I'll send out an email.
You have workshop, isn't it?
I thought it was on Saturday. Isn't it Saturday? It's
Friday nights they have
Friday night.
okay. If it's not the program,
it's
or
the like we have on Friday night lecture.
I know that, but the actual program is on Saturday. Yeah. So if it's just the Friday night program, then I'm still having class. So inshallah we'll continue on Friday. I don't know.
Let's do class before Maghrib.
Before Maghrib, now you want to switch back?
Just for this Friday.
I'm gonna go see I gotta see the Omar Suleiman thing on Friday because I
Okay.
gotta help Yusuf move on Saturday.
All right. So inshallah we will catch up on whenever we get a chance. Inshallah. Okay.